Sir, you mentioned Shah Rukh Khan. Talking about SRK, how was your bond with him?
We were friends. I loved movies. He had no choice but to love movies because of me. But he had to learn the business.
Sir, आपको ऐसा क्या लगा था उनमें कि you thought no, he is going to make it big?
I didn't think. I was helping a friend. What did I know he would become a star?
Sir, if you have to describe his journey from Raju Ban Gaya Gentleman till Jawan, Donkey, what would you say?
Upwards and upwards.
Who's the next big superstar?
Shah Rukh Khan.
Nowadays, the influencer to actor, the change which has established, so do you think that has become a shortcut to get into film?
I don't know about shortcut and long cut. I think in theatre you have to have a craft. But if you want to be the lead or a star in cinema, then you have to have the ability to sell tickets.
I had heard that you worked in around 80 production houses, out of which only 20 were able to pay you.
Not able to pay me.
For an amateur actor who wants to get into Bollywood, what advice would you give him or her?
I would advise anyone who's an amateur to get out of the industry.
Sir, quick questions about Sushant Singh Rajput. What do you think went wrong?
I think with Sushant, what went wrong was that he died. Otherwise, he was already a superstar.
When you discovered you had cancer, what was your reaction?
How to react to cancer? I didn't know what to do. I didn't stop. You can't stop. Once you become a patient, it's for life.
हाय गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू द रिव्यू अड्डा। आज हमारे साथ एक ऐसे मेहमान हैं जिनके बिना 90s का सिनेमा अधूरा है। गवाही से लेकर राजू बन गया जेंटलमैन तक बहुत सी कहानियां इन्होंने हमें सुनाई है और ऑडियंस का दिल जीता है। उन्होंने शाहरुख खान और रवीना टंडन जैसे सुपरस्टार्स को उनके शुरुआती दिनों में सिर्फ एक मौका नहीं बल्कि एक मंच दिया। और आज हम उनसे जानेंगे उनके सफर के कुछ अनसुने किस्से, बॉलीवुड के अंदर की दुनिया, और हाँ, एक धमाकेदार रैपिड फायर भी होगा। सो प्रेजेंटिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू ऑल, एक्टर, प्रोड्यूसर, मेंटर और सबसे बढ़कर एक कहानियां सुनाने वाले इंसान, मिस्टर विवेक वासवानी। हेलो सर, हाउ आर यू?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, sir.
Good.
Sir, I have been a huge fan of your films from the 90s, but I want to get to know about you as a child. The blooming love for cinema, so how did the cinephile in you take place?
I was bad at studies. I was really bad at studies. I could not do physics or chemistry or biography or mathematics. Nothing to do with numbers. I was good at English.
Okay.
And maybe languages. So, logically, the only two places where I used to escape was books and films. Books I used to have at home. In fact, all the books I had then I still have now. And movies. So I used to force my parents to take me to movies. I used to bunk school and see movies. And the love for cinema grew by just continuously watching movies, which I did.
सर, आपने कहा है कि आपके 3 बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स हैं, म्यूजिक, बुक्स एंड फिल्म्स। हाउ डिड दैट हैपन?
Well, as we grow older in life, I realized that I will possibly outlive all my friends. So the only friends who will keep me company in my really old age will be my music, my books, and my films. Great books can be read again and again. Great films can be seen again and again. And of course, great music can be heard again and again.
So it's something you will never outlive. Always stays with you. Sir, when you first entered the industry, what were your biggest challenges as an outsider, or did you ever feel like one?
I didn't even know where the industry was. I used to try to figure out where people stayed, where people lived. And I started by doing theatre.
Okay.
Theatre led to me doing ad films. Ad films led to me doing TV. TV led to me producing on TV, which led to me producing films, which led to me acting in films, which led to me teaching about films, distributing films, and here I am.
Sir, so basically the most important step was theatre.
It was the first step.
Okay.
It wasn't theatre as much as the right people, because I worked with giants like Pearl Padamsee, Alec Padamsee, O.C. Vasunya, Adi Marasban, and they were the ones who taught me my basics. In those days, we didn't have teachers like y'all have. They used to slap us, they used to kick us, they used to beat us until we almost died. But as Pearl said, my job is to see if I can kill you. If you don't die, then you'll succeed.
Sir, do you think theatre artists get the credibility and the value that they used to get before in recent times?
Well, they make much more money. I used to get 50 rupees a show. Today in a big English play, actors can get as much as 10,000, 15,000 rupees per show. Now if you're doing 6 shows a month, you can earn about 1 lakh rupees a month. So today, theatre can actually be a livelihood. In our days, it could not be. Most people in English theatre used to be associated with advertising, client servicing, ad films, etc.
Sir, in the previous times, the process would be a theatre actor to a film actor, like you went through, right? Nowadays, the influencer to actor, the change which has established Bhuvan Bham, mostly sane, Prajakta Kohli, Ashish Chanchlani, many people, Anubhav Singh Bassi, they are influencers, social media giants, leaders in that field, and they are getting roles in films. So do you think that has become a shortcut to get into films?
I don't know about shortcut and long cut. I think that in theatre, you have to have a craft. You have to learn your lines. You have to have a certain discipline. Where there's no director to say action cut. You are there, the audience is there, there's no one in the middle. Cinema is not about craft. If you sneeze, we'll do it again. If you can't dance, for us, dancers will dance for you, we'll only take your close-ups. If you can't fight, Sham Kausal's fighters will fight for you, we only need your close-ups. But if you want to be the lead or a star in cinema, then you have to have the ability to sell tickets. Now, whether it's Bhuvan Bham or all the others, I'm sure that they can get work in film or even on OTT because of their popularity. I do not know whether any producer would like to make a film with Bhuvan Bham in the title role because he doesn't know how to sell tickets. They may sell, they may not sell.
It's all about commerce.
It's all about commerce. So, those influencers or those actors from theatre who understand and know the commerce of cinema, they can do cinema. Those who don't, won't. It's as simple as that.
Sir, जैसे आप आगे बढ़ते गए बॉलीवुड में, which was that aha moment, that I have arrived moment for you when you actually thought you are now in the industry, you belong there?
I was in that room there, sleeping with Shah Rukh.
Okay.
And Hema Malini called him. And my father picked up the phone and she said, "Can I talk to Vivek VASWANI?" And my father woke me up and said, "Hema Malini wants to talk to you." She wanted Shah Rukh for Dil Ashna Hai. But the day Hema Malini called my house, I said, "Yaar, ab ho gaya. You're there. Hema Malini knows who you are." And of course, we went to meet Hema ji and Shah Rukh did do Dil Ashna Hai.
Sir, talking about your filmography now. Your first film as a producer was a Marathi film, Kiss by Kiss. So why did you think of starting off your journey with a Marathi genre film, even though you wanted to get into Bollywood eventually?
I didn't really know that I wanted to be a producer. I had already produced a television serial called Nayi Disha, where I played a drug addict.
Okay.
And to move into doing films, all of us, even my family, my mama, whom I was very close to, my brother-in-law, my cousin sister's husband, who was a complete film buff like I am, all of us sat down and we decided, okay, let's all as a family make a Marathi film because small budget. And I'm talking of about 35-40 years ago, maybe 8 or 10 lakhs you could make a good big film. So they said, let's try with that. If we succeed in making the film, then we know that Vivek is on the right track. So we put in the money, we made Kiss by Kiss. I had a very good cast. I had Lakshmikant Bede, who was a superstar. I had a new actress called Ashwini Bhavet. Subsequently, she did Hina for Ranbir Kapoor, became a Hindi film star. She's still a friend of mine. Nivedita Joshi, who married my friend Ashok Saraf.
Nivedita sir. Yes.
I worked with her again in King Uncle. Okay. I worked with her again in Sara Cooper. And a very nice actress called Nayan Tara. There's a veteran director called Muralidhar Kapuri. Ashok Patki did the music. We did rather well. Came to the Plaza Cinema.
Yes, Plaza Cinema has been our home ground. So where do you think the Marathi film industry is going?
I think it's doing better than Bollywood.
Is it?
We're making different films. We're making unusual films. I remember 4 Fridays ago, 8 or 10 films released. Heer Express, Love in Vietnam. 1 week before there was Param Sundari. Coolie had released. And the one film that stood out was a Marathi film called Das Avatar, which is still released, which is still running in the theatre.
Great film.
So Marathi cinema has an educated audience, just like Malayalam cinema has an educated audience, just like Telugu audiences. So I think our audiences maybe determine what we want. Bollywood doesn't know whether it's catering to the London crowd or to the Bihar crowd. So it tries to cater to everybody. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it misses.
Sir, but when I go in Plaza for a Hollywood film or a Hindi genre film versus a Marathi film, the commerce of it, sir, it doesn't match. The crowd doesn't show up. The stardom in Marathi, like Subodh Bhave was there. I don't see any fan culture or star culture for Marathi actors in recent times, sir. I mean, the commerce of it.
It's not about the actors in Marathi film. It's about the concept and the director and the writer. Because we've had Vijay Mehta, because we've had Vijay Tendulkar, because we've had great directors. I think they look at the director's name and come. For example, Dashaftar extended into a second week in Plaza. Now, Nishanchi was releasing that next week. I thought Nishanchi would get Plaza because it was Bala Sahib's grandson.
Yes.
And naturally it would come to Plaza because the whole Dadar crowd would go there to see it. Didn't come. It didn't come because Dashaftar extended the second week. So I am seeing Marathi and even Gujarati films doing better box office because the budgets are less. Sairat did 100 crores.
Yeah, Sairat was...
in Maharashtra.
Yes.
The Hindi version, Dhadak, did 60 crores all India. See the difference. So yeah, Marathi films are not going anywhere. They're getting bigger and bigger.
They will. We hope so. Sir, would you talk through us from your filmography as an actor, starting with Gawahi? So...
I have never taken myself seriously as an actor in films. I have never done big roles. When people come and say, do a film, I say, buddy, I cannot learn lines and wake up early and drink your dirty tea. I'll be happy to come and do you a favor and do a cameo, for which of course nobody pays me. Some have. But I did do a lot of films for Ramesh Taurani at Tips. He used to think I'm his lucky mascot. So I did, after Raju Ban Gaya Gentleman and Patthar Ke Phool, both of which the music was with Tips. I did Albela, I did 36 Chinatown, I did Jab Pyar Kisi Se Hota Hai, I did a whole bunch of films, Ishq Vishq.
Okay.
For Mansoor Khan, I did Josh. For Rakesh Roshan, I did King Uncle and Khel. For David Dhawan, I did Loafer. I did Maine Pyar Kyun Kiya.
Yeah.
So, for Rishi Kapoor, I did Aab Laut Chale. For Rajkumar Santoshi, I did Khaki and I did Insan. So, I have worked with the best and the cream of directors in my day for goodwill. The two people who've paid me and very well have been Sunil Darshan. I did Barsat for him, which was one of Bobby Deol's surprise hits in those days. I did Shakalaka Boom Boom, in which I had the privilege of working with Asrani Saab. And he paid me well for both the films. Ranveer Kapoor paid me well for Aab Laut Chale. But I didn't do that for money. That is the RK Studios. I would have done it free. I would have happily done anything free because it was RK. Because I'm a Raj Kapoor fan. Because Raju Ban Gaya Gentleman, Raju is Raj Kapoor. Because all my films are shot at RK Studios. And because Rishi Kapoor was 10 years senior to me in school, but he was a campion boy. And his younger brother Rajiv Kapoor was in my class. So I have that connection with the Kapoor. Shami Kapoor's son, Aditya Kapoor, was in Campion. So we've been friends. Aditya Kapoor and Rajiv Mehra funded my first film, Gawahi. Aditya Kapoor's brother-in-law, Ketan Desai, who's Manmohan Desai's son, has been a close friend. Ketan's daughter Pooja Desai and me are very close friends. We have a common love for food and for films. So the whole Kapoor relationship has just been there from various directions. I mean, when Aditya Kapoor funded Gavahi, he did not know that subsequently I would work with GPCP on 3 movies, and GPCP's granddaughter Sheena would be getting married to Kunal Kapoor, Shashi Kapoor's son.
Just pure connection.
Just pure connection. It just happened, and Rajiv was in school with me, Kapoor. We were friends. He's no more now. Rishi Kapoor is no more now. Krishanti is no more now. So there are situations.
So when you said about the payment, I had heard that you worked in around 80 production houses, out of which only 20 were able to pay you.
Not able to pay me. Some thought I'm their lucky mascot. Some just said, you do it as a token gesture, we don't have money. Some paid me. But I did not work for the money, so I did not get money. I think now I'm old enough to start asking for money. I think I'm senior enough to demand money. But I don't know, I'd rather do it on goodwill.
Right. Sir, for an amateur actor who wants to get into Bollywood, what advice would you give him or her, and what are the don'ts you would specify कि ये नहीं करना चाहिए उनको in the early stage of their career?
I would advise anyone who's an amateur to get out of the industry. There's a big difference between newcomers and amateurs. A newcomer is someone who learns, understands, is qualified, not experienced maybe, which is why he's an amateur, and he has to then subsequently learn the business, which is why being new, he may not get money, he may intern and learn. An amateur is someone who doesn't know the business or know the job. So I recommend, if you're an amateur, stay away. We have no time and we have no space for amateurs. For us in the business, it's a serious business. There is no glamour, there is no glamour struck, there is no starry-eyed moonbeams. It's a hard, tough 18-hour-a-day job making movies and making them profitable. So if you are an amateur, the 5 things I would tell you definitely not to do is come in, but if you are coming in, then learn the business, learn the numbers, understand the business environment that you're in. Don't come and say I'm an actor. Because if you are an actor, then that means you're not taking the responsibility for the profit and loss of your production. Stars do that. A star is someone who takes the responsibility for hit or flop. Which is why we will pay a great actor, no matter how great, only 1/10 of what we pay a star. Because he comes, he acts, he takes his money and goes. Now whether he's a good actor or a bad actor, I don't know. The performance I'm seeing is only what the director's been able to take out. Different directors take out different performances from different actors at different times. So you are being paid for coming, acting and going. Why do I even take you seriously?
So what's the biggest tough phase you faced in Bollywood?
I think the toughest phase I faced was Dulha Mil Gaya. Money ran out, which was not my fault, but unfortunately sometimes you work with people who make commitments which they do not fulfill. My father died during the making of the film. I felt very sick. My director Mudassar Aziz, his father died. My hero Fardeen, his father died. Shah Rukh had an accident on the set. And when we shot with him, we went through 2611 and the whole city burning. So it was a combination of various factors which made Dulha Mil Gaya a very difficult film to make. But we made it, and today when I look at it on DVD, I'm very, very proud of the film.
So now it's एक ऐसा पूरा ट्रेंड आया है कि सब जो कल्ट क्लासिक्स जिनको जस्टिस नहीं मिला, जैसे अंदाज अपना अपना, अभी they are becoming hits, audience is loving them. सनम तेरी कसम didn't work, but now on the re-release it earned 40 crore plus.
Yeah, but now Sushmita has gone on record and said Dulha Mil Gaya is the best film she's done. In fact, most of the actresses I've worked with. Juhi has gone on record saying Raju Ban Gaya Gentleman is one of the finest films she's done. Ravina says her loop earrings and Patthar Ke Phool have become a cult. Namrata Shirotkar in Dil Vil Pyar Var, she says she's never been presented as beautifully as she was then. So I guess I know what to do with my female actors and I know how to make them really good. And I will take full credit for that because I'm the producer, not
Yes, of course. Sir, you mentioned Shah Rukh Khan in Dula Mil Gaya. Talking about SRK, from watching The Abyss in Sterling Cinema to watching Badshah in Dreamland Cinema with him, how was your bond with him? And
We did watch Badshah in Dreamland Cinema. Badshah, he acted in 5-8 years later. Benam Badshah.
Benam Badshah.
Anil Kapoor.
Yeah, so how was your bond with him?
We were friends. I love movies. He had no choice but to love movies because of me. Otherwise, how would he have survived in this house? In this house, we see movies every day. And when there's no video, TV, DVD, in those days there weren't. There was no internet, there was no laptop, there was no streaming, there was no beaming. We had to go to the cinemas and watch movies. But he had to learn the business. So we used to go out, we used to go to Regal, Dreamland, Grant Road, see movies. Then we used to sit Chowpatty, Marine Drive, President Hotel next door. And we used to talk about movies again and again and again and again without getting tired.
Sir, आपको ऐसा क्या लगा था उनमें कि you thought no, he is going to make it big?
I didn't think. I was helping a friend. What did I know he would become a star? How would I know?
विवेक वासवानी ने, जिसने मेरा करियर एक्चुअली बनाया, उसने फोर्स किया फिल्मों में काम करना।
I owe most of my success to Vivek Vaswani because he's the one who got me to Bombay and made me act in films. And I did my first film for Vivek, Raju Ban Gaya Tha.
दोस्त था भाई, कुछ तो फर्ज होता है दोस्ती की।
Congratulations, sir. Have you watched the game?
I just thought he's a friend, he's staying with me, I'm fond of him. And if I make a film and it flops, then we will not have a career. So I created a strategy. And I made sure he signed 4 or 5 other films, which were big films, which got sold. And based on his saleability, I made Raju, so that Raju would sell. So it was a career strategy.
Sir, if you have to describe his journey from Raju Ban Gaya Gentleman till Jawan, Donkey, what would you say?
Upwards and upwards. He's continuously opened new doors for himself. He has redefined what stardom is. He has done what other stars did not have the courage to do. To make the money he wanted to make, he has danced at weddings, he has endorsed products. He has done films which he didn't want to do only for the money, but he's been honest about it. He's made films that he had conviction in, regardless whether they would make a profit or not. But the most important thing I think is that Shah Rukh has always taken responsibility for whatever he has done.
So that happened with Fan. It was a project which everyone thought would work, and even you had said you had predicted it would work, but then it didn't somehow because they didn't put the promotional song in it. Was that one of the reasons, the Jabra Fan song?
I don't know, that could have been one of the reasons, but when a film fails, it's very easy to say ye galat tha, wo galat tha. My honest opinion is when they come to see Shah Rukh and you give them 2 Shah Rukhs and they want to love 2 Shah Rukhs, but both are negative. The star is arrogant and the fan is psychotic. Which one to love? Can't. Now 2 Shah Rukhs, I can't even love them. Why would I see a film a second time? And when you can't see a film a second time, it doesn't become a hit.
So when he says he's last of the stars, do you think anyone can overrule him in Bollywood? When Shah Rukh says he's last of the stars, do you think anyone else can surpass him?
If they work as hard as he does, if they see as many movies as he does, if they put in the hours that he does, then maybe there's a fair chance. So I would not know now, but I have seen actors, one actor especially, whom I'm working with right now, whom I think will go way beyond Shah Rukh. But time will tell.
Because Shah Rukh Khan has created a legacy which is very hard to leave behind.
So had Dilip Kumar.
Yeah.
Then Rajesh Khanna crossed it. Then Amitabh Bachchan crossed that. Then Shah Rukh crossed that.
Sir, talking about a very important phase of your life, when you discovered you had cancer, how did that pan out for you? And what was your reaction when you got to know that you had cancer? We heard the Pani Puri story, which you had said.
How to react to cancer? I didn't know what to do. So the doctor said, we'll chop it off. It was on the vocal cord. I said, chop it off. But it was malignant, so we needed to do radiation. So 42 cycles of radiation were prescribed. And the doctor told me, he said that the radiation per se doesn't pain, but the side effects, fatigue, nausea, dizziness, tiredness, lack of appetite, severe pain in the throat, you'll have to live with those. And there are a lot who can't, so then we give them a drip because they can't eat. So I said, ये तो मेरे को patient बना देगा. So outside there was a pani puri wala. I used to eat the pani puri and it was very tikha. Hinduja Hospital, Mahim. On the beach so I used to go there first, burn my throat and then go. But by the time the real pain came, I had already immunized myself. So I didn't really feel anything. So it was fine. I mean, after 41 days I went running and he said, you're not on a chair, you're not on a wheelchair. I said, I've been coming by bus and train every day. So I'm going to work. He said, go.
Sir, what made you get back at it after cancer? Because
I didn't stop. I was going to campus every day with cancer. I didn't stop. You can't stop. Once you become a patient, it's for life. You can't stop.
सर, तो अभी जब आपने एजुकेशन पे स्विच किया, what was the reason why you switched? Because you must be very engrossed in the film business. You love movies, you love producing movies, writing movies. Then why the teaching part of it? Why education?
But I've always been a teacher. Whether it was Shah Rukh, whether it was my assistants on Patthar Ke Pool, Sanjay Gupta, Sanjay Gadvi, Anant Balani, Ashutosh Gavarikar. We used to sit together after shooting, we used to talk, we used to discuss. There were new kids, we had to mentor them. So right through my journey, I've always been a teacher. Right from the beginning, I've always been a teacher. So I made a film called Rough Book, which was about education. I kept on going and doing Q&As, question answers with students at the school screenings. And one fine day, Pearl Academy called me and said, we'd like you to be the dean. I said, I would love to be your dean. I don't know what a dean is. They said, we'll teach you how to be a dean. You just teach the students what you teach all these years. So I did, and it's been nearly 6 years now with Pearl.
That's great, because passing on what you have learned must have been your passion.
You can't. Knowledge shared is knowledge doubled, not knowledge halved.
That's great. Sir, आपका जो 30 साल से ज़्यादा का सफ़र रहा है बॉलीवुड में, उसमें कोई एक ऐसा रिग्रेट है जो आप हमको बताना चाहोगे?
I don't remember. There must be. There must have been a lot of regrets. I regret I'm not a superstar. I don't know, but I haven't really thought of it. There hasn't been time. There are movies to make. There are children to teach. So life is wonderful.
सर, अगर एक बच्चा जिसको जो कार्तिक आर्यन को भी देखता है होर्डिंग पे, उसको वो ग्लैमर चाहिए, उसको वो स्टारडम चाहिए, क्या वो फ्रेम ऑफ थॉट से अप्रोच लेकर कि नहीं मुझे स्टार बनना है, उसी से आगे बढ़ना चाहिए, या क्राफ्ट को सीख के प्रॉपर क्वालिफिकेशन लेके आगे बढ़ना चाहिए?
क्राफ्ट कहाँ आती है बीच में? या तो डैडी को बोलो 100 करोड़ दो, बन जाओ कार्तिक आर्यन, अगर टिकट बेच सको तो, या तो टिकट बेचना सीखो. Craft and all I don't understand. Yaar, if you want to do something and the director says do something else, what will you do? Craft comes in theatre. In cinema, it's obedience to the director. That leaves money. If daddy has the money, go and become Kartik Aaryan if you can. I would say qualification is more important than anything else. Much more.
Well, now we'll be moving on to the last segment of the podcast, the rapid fire round, sir. Sir, 3 quick questions about Sushant Singh Rajput, Shahid Kapoor and Ranveer Singh. What do you think went wrong with each of them?
I think with Sushant, what went wrong was that he died. Otherwise, he was already a superstar. He had worked with Rajkumar Hirani. He had worked with Ravi Struwala. He had worked with Abhishek Kapoor. He had worked with the director of Dangal, Nitish Tiwari. He was on the top. Shahid Kapoor, I don't think anything went wrong. Kabir Singh has been one of the biggest all-time blockbusters. So has Padmavat. His first film, Ishq, which I acted in, was also a super success. Jab We Met was a super success. 36 Chinatown did well. He's a super successful star. And the third one is
Ranveer Singh.
anyone who can give Gully Boy and Bajirao Matani and Padmavat, we don't have to say what went wrong. Nothing has gone wrong. Everything has gone right.
Sir, the recent 5 years where he's being trolled because of his off-screen appearances and off-screen personality, do you think that matters?
Does it make a difference to his price? Chings has just made a commercial costing 150 crores with him. Do you think the trolling matters? See, you all take too much stock of social media. That is available to you free. You can do what you want. Ask people to start paying 200 rupees a month for Instagram. It will die. It will die. So let's not take social media too. He's being trolled. How does that affect his price? It doesn't. How does that affect the success of his films? Nothing. How has that affected his price or the new ad that he has done with Adli for Chings? Nothing. So what has gone wrong? Actually nothing. He's married to the most beautiful and successful actress. They have a wonderful child. His films are hugely successful. He's a versatile actor. Look at him in Gully Boy. Look at him in Simba. Look at him in Padmavat. Look at him in Bain Baja Bharat.
Absolute range. So one actor who you think deserves more credit than he has received?
More credit than he has received. Vikrant Massey.
So he got the national award.
That's nice. He has lots more to go. He is capable of much more.
Okay. An underrated gem in Bollywood.
Actor.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know, but maybe I would say Ali Fazal. I saw him in Mirzapur and I think he's a star. He's not becoming a star because he's choosing to do more work on OTT. That's his choice.
If Shah Rukh Khan calls you at 3 a.m., what would he be saying?
Come downstairs, let's have a cigarette.
Rank in the order of audience pull. Kartik Aaryan, Vicky Kaushal and Rajkumar Rao.
Kartik Aaryan, Vicky Kaushal, Rajkumar Rao. Only based on the numbers that their films deliver.
Whose PR team deserves an Oscar according to you?
They have PR teams also.
Sir, before the release of Love Yapa and before the release of Skyforce, Junaid Khan and Veer Baharia were all over Instagram. So,
And they still failed.
Yeah.
So when we say they have PR teams, today if Ranveer Singh didn't have a PR team, he would still be Ranveer Singh. And Junaid Khan and Veer Baharia, with 200 more people in the PR team, would still be them. So I don't think PR teams deserve any credit for anything.
so one myth about you or one rumor about you which you secretly love.
I'm a good actor.
Sir, ऐसा क्यों?
Because I'm not. I don't like acting. In Zaban Sambhal Ke, I just told them, let me play Vivek Vaswani in and as Vivek Vaswani. I even called myself Vaswani. So I'm very happy.
If you could spell or if you could tell us one Bollywood secret which is harmless, what would it be?
Most people are caught by the glamour of it. And the biggest secret in the industry is that a lot of actors have not come here because of their craft. They have come because of their commerce and their commercial sense. Akshay Kumar runs a company, Ajay Devgan runs a company, Shah Rukh Khan runs a company, Salman Khan runs a company, Amir Khan runs a company, Anil Kapoor runs a company. But when all of them talk, they talk about the art and the craft and the talent and the script and etc. So the best kept secret in the industry is that it's about business. It is not about craft.
What's the most filmy habit of yours in real life?
Filmy habit. I don't know. I don't have filmy habits. I travel by metro and bus and train. I wear a cap so that people don't recognize me too much. But that's
वैसा कोई a Vivek Vaswani sort of a thing, a trait which the entire industry knows you by, something.
well, they call me encyclopedia because of my knowledge. But that's, I think, something that I take for granted because I do have the knowledge.
Sir, this is the last round, which is fast and fun, no thinking, quick answers. So, Juhi Chawla or Aishwarya Rai in terms of acting?
Juhi Chawla.
90s music or today's vibe?
90s music.
Who's the next big superstar?
Shah Rukh Khan.
Ranbir Kapoor or Ranveer Singh?
Ranbir Kapoor.
Books or films?
Books.
And lastly, sir, what is the one thing you'd say to your younger self on the set of Raju Ban Gaya Gentleman?
Get better food on the set.
Well, that's it for today, guys. We had an absolute blast with you, sir, and I hope you enjoyed the podcast. And we'll meet in the next podcast very soon. Happy Diwali, and stay tuned for what's coming next. Thank you.